The 2024 World Malaria Day was marked in Abia State, where the wife of the Abia State Governor, Mrs. Priscilla Oti, urging all stakeholders in the health sector to join hands with government to kick out malaria out of the state. Mrs. Oti, who spoke at the 2024 World Malaria Day celebration held at the Michael Okpor Auditorium, Omaya, said that malaria is a killer disease that has eliminated many lives, especially the pregnant women and children. She described this year's theme, accelerating the fight against malaria for a more equitable world, as apt and a catalyst towards more campaigns on the elimination of malaria disease. The wife of the governor charged the health workers not to relent in their efforts towards the reduction of the prevalence of the disease in the society, adding that the state is still rated as one of the states grappling with high level of malaria cases.
Malaria is an age-long tropical disease that has taken away the precious lives of many people. The most vulnerable people are pregnant women, children who are 0 to 59 months old, and people who return after living abroad for many years. This year's theme, accelerating the fight against malaria for a more equitable world, calls for renewed and vigorous commitment to the fight against malaria. Attainment of zero malaria is achievable. Zero malaria starts with me, with you, and with all of us. We will work tirelessly round the clock to achieve this goal, and we will initiate the distribution of insecticide-treated mosquito nets, engage in vigorous enlightenment campaigns, especially in our rural areas.
In her remarks, the Commissioner for Health, Dr. Ngozi Okoronkwo, who spoke through the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Health, Dr. Mrs. Ifeyinwa Oma, urged all not to allow malaria eliminate their family members by taking proper precautions.
I'd like to appreciate Mommy for gracing our occasion. The theme for this year's celebration is accelerating the fight against malaria for a more equitable world. When I read the theme, I actually looked at the components of the word. What is accelerating? I checked it up and it means to begin to move quickly or increase speed. It means we're going to increase our tempo, our speed in already existing programs we have in control and elimination of malaria. Now, equitable, what's the meaning of the word equitable? It means fair and impartial distribution of resources. So in Abia, we're going to have a fair distribution of resources to the different local governments so that we can curb or control the spread of the scourge of malaria in the different local governments.
In her speech, the Executive Secretary, Abia State Primary Healthcare Development Agency, Dr. Carlo Olokalo, represented by Mr. Solomon Carlo, called for concerted efforts and the fight against malaria disease. In a goodwill message, a representative of Pan-African Nigeria, Dr. Patrick Ada, said the program is aimed at working hard to change the narrative in Nigeria where malaria is predominant among the population. The wife of the governor, Mrs. Priscilla Oti, was later presented with an award as Malaria Ambassador, and she distributed gifts to children born on the International Malaria Day, which was witnessed by notable personalities in the states.